Sit on down, sit on down. You're what's happening? It's Chris Hall here. You are now tuned into the Chris Hall Show, where we discuss dating, relationships, and much, much more. I understand. No glasses today. Cut the beard slow and low on them today. We acting totally different. You hear me? Totally different. Cut my beard down like I alluded to last week's show. We are back. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Who in the hell is dating broke niggas? That's what I gotta find out, because it is commonplace that women don't like broke niggas. This is what has been peddled around, going around, ping-ponging around through the atmosphere, right? Through the interwovings of our culture. Nobody wants to date no broke niggas. But if that's the case, then how do all these broke niggas have children? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know of an influx in broke niggas adopting children. And as far as I know, the only other way to have children is to have sexual intercourse with another woman, and then she bears your child. So if nobody is fucking broke niggas, then how do broke niggas have children? This is actually Red Bull. Let me light this candle actually. Y'all know my favorite, Palo Santo. Gotta add a Palo Santo. Y'all know what Palo Santo stands for? Like what is Palo Santo? Like what is that? And what do y'all use on y'all candles when y'all candle get like real low and you can't reach the regular lighter? Or do y'all use the damn barbecue grill lighter, or do y'all just do y'all have another technique or something? If you have another technique to lighting a Bath and Body Works candle, once it gets to the bottom, if you have some type of trick or something, let me know, because it is tricky. And I be trying, I don't know about y'all, but I be trying to get all of my candle up out of there, okay? I want every last cent. Every last cent. Now, I know you're wondering, Chris Hall, where did this come from? So this stemmed from two videos that I seen on Instagram that really got the culture at a frenzy. And you know, these things are fly by night. My video gonna be hot today. It's gonna be yesterday's news tomorrow. And so are all these other videos. But we got to talk about it because we are in the business of the conversation. So, stems from a video talking about heavy-set women, for all intents and purposes, being a perfect match for broke niggas. I'm paraphrasing, of course. Women in the comment sections went nuts, reposted. I've seen women who I know reposting it in outrage. I mean, just going bonkers. Women who are in shape, caping for bigger women. Crazy. And absolutely nuts. I was like, damn, I didn't know that stuff like this. No, I did know, but it was just so sad that saying stuff like this is so controversial. You know, a big girl can get a podcast and say whatever the fuck she wants. Whatever she wants. And it'd be just fine. And that's the problem, is that, you know, I actually had a similar situation earlier. But it seems like once you become a victim, you now can dictate who can and cannot say something about your victim class. You can also say anything you want because no one can say anything about you at that point, right? Imagine somebody with no legs ranking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine a no-leg, homosexual, female, overweight midget. Like, imagine all of that in one person. What could you possibly say about this person without getting canceled? But that person can go nuts on your ass because of their appearance and their misfortunes, of course. But I ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right to it. We're gonna get into the videos that I seen. If I can pull it up here, boom, blow. There we go. It's magic. 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 Alright. So, first video I want to get in. Which one do I want to play first? I believe it was this one. Yep, I think it's this one. Let's get right into it.
Financially confident, that's who they run. When the men are not financially confident, that's who they run to, the bigger girls, because most.
Why does this thing keep closing? I don't know. Hold on.
Confident, that's who they run to. When the.
There we go. Okay, so the title says, a woman says when a man is not financially confident, they date big girls. I wouldn't say that's completely true, obviously, but I don't think it's far-fetched. I don't think it's far-fetched. If you have no money to take a woman somewhere, then you would want to find yourself a woman who doesn't require as much, in whatever shape. But I can understand how a woman who may not be the best looking may not require as much from a man, and shouldn't require as much. Now, the only problem with saying things like this is you all get triggered because you have what I call a zero-sum game syndrome. It's to where, due to the fact that somebody has a preference for a woman who's in shape, that means that we should treat the women who are out of shape like shit. That we should kick them down the stairs. We should let them die by themselves. Don't talk to them. Don't touch them. Things like that. They're not worth anything. And those are all feelings. Once you start rising above your feelings is when you will truly become wise. You will truly become observant. That's the word, not wise. Observe. You will be able to observe things and be able to critically think, things like that. It is such a better place to be in. This doesn't mean that you are emotionless, that you're a heartless person. You can still have sympathy or empathy. But when the truth is being told, you have to acknowledge the truth. Hard truths are a thing.
Men are not financially confident, that's who they run to, the bigger girls, because most big girls are going to have good credit, have some money, and be able to help take care of them.
And cook.
Bigger woman says help. Smaller woman says, oh, I have to carry that load. Oh, I got to take care of her.
Now, something that I don't agree with. I don't agree that a bigger woman screams they're going to help you. But I will say, where's my mouse? There you go. I will say I kind of see where she was going with that, right? So what she may have been trying to convey is that an unattractive woman versus an attractive woman, a man may look at the attractive one as a bill, or as they like to say, high maintenance. right? So a man who doesn't have the means to afford such type of woman, such woman, then they need to go, like I said earlier, to someone who doesn't require as much. I don't see how that's a problem. If I can only afford McDonald's, then why would I be in the Ruth's Chris line? Why would I be waiting for 5-star restaurants? Why would I go to 5-star restaurants if I cannot afford it? So men are making wise decisions. And it's strange how women get so upset at a beautiful black woman just telling it how it is. It's funny how you all stick together until whatever woman it is starts talking about women critically or constructively, whatever word you want to use right there. When a black woman starts talking about black women, you will treat her like a black man. Okay? Don't you ever forget it. They will turn on you. This is why and I've spoken to women in private, and they've said the reason that they don't say any of these hard truths or tell the truth to women because they don't want to be exiled from the group. I've heard it out of women's mouths. If they say too much truth, they can very well get exiled out of not only the group that they're in, but just by women in general. Like, this stuff is on this person right here. I don't know if they have her Instagram somewhere. I'm sure of it. Yeah, look like, I don't know, one of those are most likely her IG there. But this opens her up pretty much to be doxxed. All big women across the globe are going to be on this woman's page, ranting and raving, acting a goddamn fool, sending death threats and this, that, and the third, because this person told a hard truth that yes, when men are financially unstable, they might go with a woman who is more stable in general. But you can understand the concept in if a man does not have the means to afford a beautiful, vivacious, ambitious, goal-oriented woman, then he may want to get something a little bit lower down the totem pole. Is that a problem? Every day you tell niggas to stay in their lane. And then when they do and tell you the people in traffic in their lane, you get upset. I mean, you can't win for losing. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. I'm looking at y'all. I see you. Okay. Yeah, but they would go to a woman who doesn't require as much. You tell men to stay in their lane, they do, and you have an issue with somebody coming out telling you the lane that men who may not be financially stable stay in.
Her bigger woman says she gonna help me. She gonna put this load over her back. So
because that's what she has to do to keep a man, to maintain a man,
to make up for it.
Yeah.
So the man again.
I will say that part that he said is pretty triggering. It even raised my eyebrows a little bit. Like, goddamn, does a big girl have to only take care of a man to keep him? I wouldn't go that far. There are other things that you can do, and I think there's other things that even a man who doesn't have the means would require. I don't think that necessarily, because by virtue of you being big, all you do is pay the bills and that's what keeps you a man. I don't believe that, but I still understand what he's saying. That is the key. Even if you don't believe something 100%, it's good to at least know where he's coming from. And mind you, there may be cases to where you have no idea where these motherfuckers are coming from and what they talk about. But when the opportunity presents itself to understand somebody, take it.
And I want to just sacrifice, step up, be by yourself for some time, get your money right. I'll just go get a big girl, she'll help me.
It's easy.
When the men...
See, I'm not sure about that one. But what I will say is, fellas, even if you have the looks factor down packed, right? I would implore you to get some money. It took me a while as a man to really realize how much leverage you have in the dating game with money. Looks is one thing, right? Looks is one thing. You can get sex and things like that from women. Women approach you. You don't get denied as much, things like that. People are more drawn to you. You know, it's a pretty privilege, just like a woman, to a certain extent. Scratch that. Definitely not like a woman. But there's privileges for looking a certain way, whether you're a man or a woman. Not to say women are controlled by money and whoever you're manipulating with money, they're just a gold digger anyway, and blah 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 blah. It took me so long to realize that somebody who wants to demonize something good will do it. I'll be honest. It took me so long to realize all somebody has to do is paint something that you enjoy in a negative light. Fellas, have y'all ever had a woman paint something that you enjoy into a negative light? Let's say you enjoy getting head a lot. All you want is get your dick sucked. Ugh, like what the hell? What's wrong with you? Was you touched as a kid or something? Like what? All this porn that you watch, I mean, this is like sexual degeneracy. So they just come up with different words that are already negative. They copy and paste it on whatever the fuck you like to do. Oh, you got all them guns. Oh my God, I don't know. It's been all these shootings lately. Like, are you mentally okay? Are you okay? Mentally, are you good? Like, so, trust me. Anything they will make it negative. If you thought that was triggering, let's get into the last video of the night from this same woman on this podcast. They had a gay old time. It was a hoot nanny of a time that they had on that show, because she got another video that ended up coming out that really got the women's panties in a bunch. Let's get into it.
So if most women are...
It's taking a sweet time as usual. Oh no. Okay, I think we're back here. We back? Had some technical difficulties there, but we are back, live in the living color. Hey, you really never know what's going to happen on the Chris Hall Show. Let me try to reload this back up. Give me a second. Let me go back to this screen. And let me load it up. Be right back, y'all.